Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a fun video for you guys. My friend Shu Wen asked if I wanted to be a part of this super cool series that she does over on YouTube called Stretch Your Stamps. So of course I immediately said yes. So in this set of videos, me along with a lot of other creative, awesome people are using character and outline stamps to create a layout. So I will put all of that information below in the info box all about Shu Wen if you want to go check out her channel, and the link for all the other videos in this series. So whenever I was asked, I was really excited, particularly at using the character stamps, because I have all of these beautiful stamps from my friend Tina at Social Paper Plan. So you might recognize some of these images. I did use some Social Paper Plan products and some stamps in some of my other Disney documenting, and I absolutely love them, but I will admit that I do not use my stamps as much as I would like to. So I was really happy to be a part of this and kind of challenge myself to really use a lot of these character stamps that I adore. So basically what I did was off camera, just for the sake of time and editing and all of that, I used my Catherine Pooler ink set, The Life of the Party, which has a lot of really bold, vibrant colors that I love. And I just stamped out a ton of these cute little icons, and then I fussy cut all of them out so that I would have a nice pile to work with here once I started my video. So what my idea was is just to kind of fill up, as you'll see, the top portion of this 12 by 12 sheet of paper with the different icon stamps. And I'm just going to adhere them down with my little glue pen and kind of create my own pattern paper, was kind of the vibe that I was going for. And I've got to say, I love these stamps so much. They are like a great quality stamp, but also they're so creative. I'll leave the link for everything below as well. But I just love them. If you're into Disney, especially the Disney parks, these are just a dream, because you have all of the park icons, like you have Spaceship Earth, you have the Tree of Life, you have the Tower of Terror, you have the park maps, Main Street, all that kind of good stuff. But I also love that Tina has added like Disney snacks, the Magic Band. There's even a Disney credit card. I don't think I stamped those out, but I mean, there's so many just fun, creative stamps that you can use for those Disney park trips, which I think is super, super fun. So at this point, I'm kind of putting everything together almost like a puzzle, just trying to fit all of the pieces in to where I thought that they might look the best. And then I did leave some hanging off the sides and off the top and all of that so that it would look a little more organic. And we're just going to trim that off. And then I'm going to use pattern paper for the bottom half of the layout to kind of anchor everything in. So at this point, I thought that I was only going to be documenting one photo of me and my mom from a past Disney trip, but I actually do end up going with a multi-photo layout, which you'll see in a little bit. This one is a bit of a wild ride. We go through an adventure to get to the final product, but I think that I ended up making it work, and I like the way that it ended up at the end. So I am using a paper pad from Joann. So it is just like a basics paper pad. It has almost like 200 sheets of paper in it, and it's a lot of just kind of general solid colors with like a mild pattern on top. But there are a few, like this pink one for instance, but there are a few like rainbow patterns in there as well. So that is what I decided to use for the bottom half of this layout. So it is kind of a quite busy layout with all of the icon stamps at the top and the rainbow hearts at the bottom, but I thought that black kind of anchored it and made it not look so busy. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it works good enough. So then off camera, I was kind of just playing around, and I used a few of my punches. I don't have a lot of punches. I really would like to up my punch game, but I have a couple little circles and hearts and stars. So I just punched out a variety of colorful little hearts and stars and whatever over, and I left them over to the side. So I ended up using a few of those stars and filling in some of the blank spots in my stamping up there at the top, just for a little something extra. So you will notice that I also backed my photo with a few sheets of pattern paper. But like I said, don't get too attached. It is going to change. I just couldn't, something about this one photo here in the middle just kind of bothered me. And I really, before I ever started the layout, I was debating, was I going to do 3 photos or was I going to do 1? And I ended up just printing off this one at a 4x6. But honestly, I kind of struggle at these 12x12 layouts. I'm just such a pocket person at heart, or definitely like a smaller mini album type person. So doing 12x12 layouts a lot of times kind of throws me for a loop. And especially I feel like 12x12s with one photo. I really like a multi-photo layout. So that's what I ended up going with, and you will see that here soon. So for the bottom half of this spread, I wanted to try to keep it decently chill, not add too much. So what I started with was I used my Apollo Alpha stamps from Feed Your Craft, which are my definite favorite. If you've been following me over the last few months, then you know I use them for like every project, but to me, they're the perfect alpha stamp. I just love them. So for this particular project, I'm using just the lowercase, and I'm just using the outline portion, and I stamped the outline on a piece of pattern paper so that the polka dot pattern is really the, inside portion of the letters. And I've been doing that a lot lately, and I really like the way that that looks. The thing is, with the polka dot letters, I felt like it was a little too busy. So at the very, very last second of this video, I'm going to change all of those letters. So basically, I'm just going to restamp and then re-fussy cut all of my letters for my title out and into more of a teal color. And I think that it really helps ground the page a little bit more. So at this point, I'm showing you that off camera, I tried to film it, y'all, and somehow I lost the footage. So I say off camera, but really I did film it. But I basically just quickly made a few little embellishments using some of the leftover stamps that I had fussy cut out, and then some of those little punched out shapes. So I just kind of made some little small, really small layered embellishments, very basic, but I thought that those would be fun to add on to the bottom half of this page as well. So I typed out a little journaling, and I've just kind of cut those out into strips, and then I have now printed off all 3 of my photos. So same day, same photo is here. I just printed these off all at 3x4, and I decided to do 3 pictures, which I think look a lot better stretched across that the entire length of the spread. So I did go ahead and adhere all 3 of the photos together, and then I did a little white border, and now I'm doing an additional kind of yellow border just to make them pop a little bit. And I really do like the way that this ends up looking. I think it's cute, and I think this layout really needed something to stretch across. I think it looks a lot more finished, and I don't know, I like it so much more than that one photo, but that I may also just not love one photo layouts, but I think that looks pretty cute. And so now we're going to hear everything down to the bottom half. So yeah, I've just really enjoyed using these stamps. I had so much fun just getting to watch something, turn something on, stamp a bunch of stuff out, and then fussy cut. For some reason, that's really fun to me. I don't know why, but I guess just not really having to think, or it's just a way to kind of be in my craft room and be a little creative without having to really focus on what I'm doing and really think of a layout or anything. And I can just fussy cut and watch a show, and that's fun to me. So at this point, we are just adhering down the journaling. So I just did some basic journaling about me and my mom and some of our favorite things to do at the Disney parks. Now, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with this layout because it is a throwback, but I think I have a 12x12 album, the Deconstructing Disney album of all of my trips. So I think I might add this into that album as maybe like a fun cover page. I think that that would be pretty cool and would really be a fun way to enter that Disney album. I think that would be cute. So now we are adhering down all of these letters for my title, but like I said, we're going to change them just slightly at the end. This one was just a bit of a roller coaster. I changed things on a whim a lot throughout this layout, but it's funny because a lot of times whatever's going on in your head, sometimes things just don't translate onto the paper. And, you have to just kind of roll with it, change things up as you go, and make it work, right? So that's what I was trying to do throughout this layout. So now I'm adding on a very small amount of the gold stars just to give a little pop on either side of my journaling, but I don't want to sprinkle too many on because there's just so much already going on throughout the spread. I really do love the little layered embellishments, even though they are super, super basic. I'm happy that I was able to use the rest of the stamps that I had previously already stamped out, and I had fun just kind of creating little embellishments. That's something that I never do, but I see a lot of people create their own embellishments, and I always think that it's really fun and a great idea. So these were really quick, but I think that it would be fun to really try to make some fun layered embellishments sometimes. So I might have to do that. So I had a few left over here. So you see me kind of debating adding a couple others to my grouping of photos. So I add a couple there. And this is pretty much it for the layout. I think I am mostly done. I'm going to show you a few little up close or a little bit of up closeness here of some of the layered embellishments. And I think I'm making one with you right now. So basically you can see I just have some extra stamps. I'm layering some circles, maybe add a bigger star back behind there, and then maybe sprinkle on a couple of the smaller stars or hearts to the top. But yeah, they're really cute. I think they would be pretty adorable to go on some Happy Mail too, which is something that I definitely might consider with some of my pen pal friends, throwing one on there or creating a card or something with some of these on there. I think that that would be really cute. And it just inspires me because, like I said, I don't use my stamps enough, and every time I use them, I have so much fun, and I just need to remember that there's so many other things that I can use those stamps for too. They're so versatile, and you can use them for card making or for these small embellishments. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and I love that about stamping. So I decided that I wanted to add a small label with the date. So I actually did the journaling date. So I did February 2022 for my date and just kind of tucked it underneath the photos. So at this point, I'm telling you that I'm done. But I do come back here in just a second. So I'm going to show you the up close of all of my little layered embellishments. Really love them. I think that they are cute. And then I'm going to kind of show you an up close, and then you're going to see that I come back and I change my stamp title. So at this point, I've stamped it all out off camera, and then I also fussy cut them out, and now I'm just gluing them on right on top of the other ones because they are the same font, and I really think that this kind of helps just anchor the page. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please give me a like. Please also consider subscribing. Don't forget to check the other videos below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.